Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we live. And this video is going to be a bit different than anything I've really done. I'm not here to report news or anything like that, make a list video. I just not necessarily want to vent. I just want to speak my mind. No script with this. Sorry if my voice sounds off. I've been battling a cold. But anyhow, if you've been following me, you know I'm a diehard Knicks fan. Now, if you're a fan of a sports team, what is the ultimate goal every season? Really, there's only one realistic answer, that is to see your team win the championship. Now, maybe you're a fan of a rebuilding team. Let's say in the NFL, they took a first round quarterback. You want to see that quarterback develop. So you believe that he could be your team's quarterback for, I don't know, the next decade or so. Same with NBA, the first round pick. Um, Maybe you want to see the pitching staff develop in baseball, but eventually you want to see that lead to the ultimate goal of your team winning a championship. If you're aware of the Knicks' history, they haven't won a championship since 1973, also won in 1970. Sometimes this teacher feels old, but this teacher also was not alive during those years. Since then, I've seen them make two championship series. 1994 lost to the Rockets in 7. 1999 lost to the Spurs in 5. Patrick Ewing was hurt, just too much size. They had to battle without him, Duncan and Robinson. And of course, yesterday the Knicks were eliminated in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Had the series up 3-2, lost the final two games. Now, if you're a sports fan, again, only one team can win it all, so a lot of times you're left singing Heartbreak Hotel by Whitney Houston at the end of the season, and that's the case for me and the Knicks. Had to wait a day really to make this. Just too upset over yesterday's game. Now, again, you could play the what if game all the time when it comes to your sports teams. If you're aware, the Knicks were absolutely dominant in January after they acquired OG Anunoby, had a healthy Julius Randle, were beating teams, and not just beating them, but beating the brakes off them, to be honest. Then Randle went down with his shoulder injury, and of course, Mitchell Robinson fought back hard to get back on the court. Uh, you could play what if Joel Embiid didn't pull him as he was going up for a dunk while Embiid was on the floor? Would he have re-injured his ankle? Bojan Bogdanovic got hurt. Just so many injuries. Of course, Jalen Brunson yesterday fractured hand. OG Anunoby, man, did they look good whenever he was on the court. Just that defensive stalwart and a guy who was capable of putting up some big offensive games. The problem was just not on the court enough. First, it was an elbow ailment, and then in game two of Eastern Conference semifinals, a hamstring injury caused them to miss all the rest of the series. Besides 5 minutes of Game Seven, I think it was 5 minutes. But anyhow, it was kind of similar to the Willis Reed moment. Yes, Willis Reed was Game Seven of the NBA Finals, rather the Eastern Conference semifinals. But both hit their first two shots before leaving the game. Of course, Willis Reed, probably the most historic moment in Knicks history, walking on the court. Um, with that leg injury, playing a few minutes, make his first two shots. OG Anunoby clearly didn't have it though, and only played the first 5 minutes. So, man, I mean, that pure euphoria you feel when your team wins the championship. Now, I'm a Marlins fan. Yes, most seasons they are not good at all, but at least I've experienced two championships. I'm a Giants fan, experienced really, I mean, I was kind of old. I was old enough to be aware of the 1990 championship team. So I'll say three championships, but really two, where I was fully aware of what was going on. And I'm a Devils fan, seen the Marty Brodeur days, winning championships. College, you see I'm wearing a Rutgers shirt. I'm a Rutgers grad. I don't expect them to win anything, although they did get some big college basketball prospects for next season. But again, it's just as great as it is, as much entertainment as sports is to me, just that feeling of when your team loses, it's so hard, especially when you could think, man, if we had only been able to stay healthy. Now, of course, there's a large contingent of people who blame Tom Thibodeau for the amount of injuries. I could say some of them, I don't see how you can, like Boyan Bogdanovic diving onto the floor for a loose ball and getting his leg rolled on. Mitchell Robinson, I mean, it's not his fault. Embiid pulled his leg. I don't know if that's what caused the injury. Randall, that had nothing to do with his minutes played, his shoulder injury. But let me know in the comments. Are you still waiting for any of your favorite teams to win it all like I am for the Knicks? How does it make you feel? Do you have confidence each and every year in your team just to see them let you down by not winning it all? I mean, it's tough. The Knicks built their future. I mean, they got a ton of picks. We're gonna see what happens this off season. But just, mild disappointment. I'm battling a cold. I got to go to work in a little bit. Good times, good times. Again, never made a video like this. I don't know how many views it's going to get. If it gets two, so be it. Sometimes you just need to speak your mind. Who do you think will win the NBA championship, but with the four teams remaining? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.